Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about what really happened to Rockstar's top secret game that you might know a thing or two about, but you might not know the whole story, and that is Agent. That's right, to this day, I still get so many questions about Agent, and I've never fully talked about what actually happened to this game. And there's been a lot of recent developments for it. So we're going to dive into the entire backstory and really everything known about this game so far and why it hasn't been released yet. All right, so let's start from the very beginning, and that is in July 2007. At that year's Electronic Entertainment Expo, or E3, Sony announced that Rockstar Games was working on a new franchise for the PS3 in July 2007. Now, Michael Shorrock, the Sony Computer Entertainment America's Director of Third-Party Relations, wrote on the official US PlayStation blog, "As a part of our long-standing relationship with Rockstar and the incredible success for both companies, with the cultural icon that is Grand Theft Auto, we've agreed to the PlayStation exclusive rights of the next great franchise from the Rockstar Studios." So that's a pretty big announcement right there. Rockstar creating a new IP specifically and exclusively for PlayStation 3. That's a pretty big deal. Now, nothing more was revealed about the new franchise except for the clarification that it would not be L.A. Noire. And according to Shorrock, Rockstar really wanted to make a game that you can truly only do on a PS3, and added that the reason Sony locked the intellectual property down as an exclusive deal was because Sony believed the franchise would, in quotes, set the bar for the rest of the industry. Now, at the time, Ben Feder, the president of Take-Two Interactive, which is Rockstar Games' parent company, said that the game would be genre-defining and a whole new way of experiencing video games that we haven't really seen before. So keep in mind that when this was announced in 2007, this was at the time when Rockstar was still developing Grand Theft Auto 4, was working on L.A. Noire, was likely developing Red Dead Redemption, so they had a lot of things going on at the same time. Now, details of the project, including its title, were not announced until June 2009, when an announcement was made during the Sony press conference at E3.
For more than a decade, Rockstar Games have been delivering unrivaled interactive experiences to fans all over the world. Grand Theft Auto, Bully, Midnight Club, and Manhunt all began on PlayStation. Today, we'd like to announce a new property coming from Rockstar North. It's called Agent, and it will be exclusive to PlayStation 3. Agent will take a player across the globe amidst the shadowy world of espionage and assassins in the darkest hours of the late 1970s. It's clear that Rockstar recognizes PlayStation as an ideal place to build an audience, and that's why we're thrilled to have Agent coming exclusively to PlayStation. You're all aware of the impact GTA had on our platforms, and we expect Agent to have the same must-have value.
So that was the announcement that was made, and shortly after, Sam Houser, who we know is one of the founders of Rockstar Games, described Agent as a game the company had been wanting to make for some time, and had set out to create a unique experience for the player. And Take-Two Interactive believed that this game could achieve the same level of success as the Grand Theft Auto series and become yet another great Rockstar North franchise title, given that its development is being overseen by Rockstar Games co-founders Sam and Dan Houser. And speaking with GameSpot on the 2009 E3 show floor, Take-Two Interactive explained the decision to develop the game solely for Sony's console as stemming from the increased support from Sony as an exclusive title rather than developing the game across platforms. Now, after that E3 announcement, there was a couple of months of silence. However, on September 7th, 2009, in a question and answer section on their Newswire page, Rockstar gave us some more details on Agent. This is what they had to say. They took a question from someone that said, "I want to start by saying you guys are my favorite developers. Not that I am pulling any strings here so that my question gets answered. Anyways, I am dying to know more about Agent. When can we learn more? For God's sake, tease me." And they said, "Thank you. It's not likely we will have any more news this year, but the game is shaping up to be something truly spectacular. So again, they didn't really give us any more details. They said you likely won't hear anything for at least a couple of months, but the game is progressing nicely. And the report was at the time that Agent could be released as early as 2010, although Take-Two Interactive did not comment on the subject of Agent until March 2010, when it confirmed that Agent was still in development. Now, on June 9th, 2010, Take-Two Interactive again confirmed that Agent was still being planned as a PS3 exclusive title. And then a couple of years later, on May 24th, 2011, nearly 2 years since Agent's announcement at E3 2009, Take-Two again confirmed that the title was still in active development, even though it had never been seen by the public up until that time. However, there were some conflicting reports because at E3 2011, Sony's CEO Jack Tretton said that he was unsure over Agent's PS3 exclusivity and that it was a decision for Rockstar Games to make. Now, here's where things started to get pretty interesting. On August 15th, 2011, Lee Donahue, a former Rockstar North environmental artist who had worked on Grand Theft Auto 4 and Agent, posted the first images of Agent in his online resume. And the shots show a character as well as various indoor environments from the game, and both of the images mention that they were made in 2009. And on August 1st, 2012, when asked about Agent at Take-Two Interactive's financial report for the first quarter of 2013, Chairman and CEO Strauss Zelnick said, "We haven't announced anything about that title," sort of diffusing the situation and again, not going into anything specific. Now, here's where things took a turn for the worst for Agent, because on February 20th, 2013, the PlayStation 4 was announced, and there was kind of an expectation that Agent may have been moved to become a PlayStation 4 exclusive title. However, there was no mention of the game at the launch, and developer Rockstar North had signed up to support the PlayStation 4. Now, when asked whether or not Agent was still a PlayStation 3 title during a roundtable media session that followed the press conference for the PS4's reveal, Sony Worldwide boss said, "You are asking the wrong person. I have some knowledge, but I am not in a position to talk about it." So again, they were kind of deflecting and saying you've got to talk to Rockstar. Now, in July 2013, Take-Two Interactive actually renewed its trademarks for the Agent name. So things were looking a little bit up. And in December 2015, a few news screenshots between 2009 and 2010 were leaked by former Rockstar artist Darren Charles Hatton on his online portfolio. The artist said that the art team was taken off the Agent project and reassigned to Grand Theft Auto 5, adding that he was not sure if this project will ever be published. Now, there was still hope. On December 5th, 2016, Take-Two Interactive once again renewed the Agent trademark, so things were still looking good. And on August 27th, 2017, images of concept art were allegedly leaked online, including depictions of a snowy alpine setting and apparent character sketches. And then the last we had heard from Agent was on November 19th, 2018, when the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office declared the Agent trademark was abandoned. And up until that point, that is the last we have heard of Rockstar's top secret, long-lost game, Agent. And Agent was supposed to be set during the Cold War in the 1970s. It would take players into the world of counterintelligence, espionage, and political assassinations. So it was supposed to be like a single-player stealth action game. And this begs the question, what has actually happened to Agent? And I've got a couple of theories. The first theory I have is that Rockstar just simply became too involved with other bigger projects. Remember, during that time, they would have been developing Grand Theft Auto 5. They also would have been working on DLCs for GTA 4, The Ballad of Gay Tony and the Lost in the Dam, Red Dead Redemption, and Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. And then they would have completely shifted gears during the time in which the trademarks were getting renewed onto Red Dead Redemption 2 and other projects that we might not have seen coming yet. So I think that's one of the easiest explanations, is that Rockstar just simply became overwhelmed working on other titles. However, we did get some interesting information from insider Tez Funds 2, who actually said this on the subject. So there was discussion about Agent being Rockstar's next game. Someone said it was a good IP to avoid crunch time, no hype built over the years like a GTA sequel, a smaller map. And Tez Funds 2 said, funny enough, one of the episodes that was planned for GTA 5's single-player expansion was codename Agent. I think they wanted it to be like, remember that Agent game, now experience it in GTA 5. And as a follow-up to that, in case you guys don't know what these single-player expansions were supposed to be about, there were 3 episodes, one where the IAA hires Trevor, another involves a zombie apocalypse, and the other one is apparently an alien invasion. So I would assume the one where the IAA hires Trevor would be the one given the codename Agent, as you're likely dealing with government officials and agents, per se. And I believe there's a couple of other theories as well. Maybe Rockstar's relationship with Sony ended up breaking down, although I think that's unlikely because even today you see exclusives for Red Dead Online and GTA Online that happen for, one console over another earlier. So I don't think that's the case. I feel like they still have a pretty good relationship. Maybe Rockstar just figured the game wasn't going to be good enough and they might want to stick with the, games that they already have established and creating sequels for them. Now, what's funny is even though Rockstar abandoned the trademark a little over 2 years ago, you can still officially take a look at Agent on Rockstar's website, where they say Rockstar Games is proud to announce Agent, developed by the people behind Grand Theft Auto. Rockstar North Agent will be available exclusively for the PlayStation 3. And they give you a couple of other details as well, likely what the logo for Agent would have been also. So it's funny that you can still see it. And it even has its own official site as well, where it says coming soon, again for the PlayStation 3. It did not have a rating at the time. It was rating pending. So honestly, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. What do you think really happened to Rockstar's top secret game, Agent? Do you think it will ever be released? Do you think it's just a game we'll probably never hear about again? Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.